All right. Turn that down real quick. Oh, my headphones feel weird. I'm not gonna lie, just wearing them. All right, so it's 9:30. The market already opened, and we already taken out that sell side. So the market maker model has been complete for me since we have taken out this sell side liquidity. And I'm gonna be seeing if we can just drop to the order block. That's kind of what I'm watching on the weekly chart. Just waiting to see if we can hit that order block. If we want to continue to drop, and then eventually retrace after we hit it. This is a weekly market maker sell model. If you want to come and complete it down here, that's another objective. I'm gonna be watching to see that. So you can see we are dropping already. We already had another mini market maker sell model, and it's gonna be complete if we take out these lows. So that's kind of what I'm watching to see if we can take out those lows for SPX. I didn't stream on time today, I should say. I was a little bit late. Won't lie. Not really mad about that, I guess. For Euro, I did want higher prices on Euro. For EU, I stated this in the Discord and in my analysis. So we have taken out the previous day high. We took out the previous week high. On the 4 hour, we had this inversion on the 4 hour using the dealing range. We were respecting discounted prices, and eventually we went higher. Hourly chart, we had this big inverse. We used it as soon as we closed above it with this candle, and then we tapped into it and went higher. We didn't have news today. Tomorrow's the news. For the 15-minute chart here, we can clearly see it looks like a clear market maker sell model here. To me, it's looking like more of a bearish week for the forex pairs since we are going up. I would have wanted more bearish movement for like the low of week on Tuesday, and then eventually we go higher. But to me, it's looking like we are basically just aiming to create a higher time frame market maker sell model here, and just go and take out these lows. That's what it seems like to me, but I don't want to fully try to anticipate that type of movement yet. I'm gonna have to wait for a clear indication that it's gonna occur. But you can see, we have this big up close candle, and created an inversion fair value gap, and I think this kind of would be classified as a breaker, since if we do close below this, I'll kind of look like a breaker, I should say, and this too, kind of look like a breaker. I feel like it's on the hourly. I know it's like shit on the hourly. Looks like dog water. I feel like, yeah, this would be a breaker here. If we start closing below it, more like a breaker. GBP USD, we took out the previous day high, and that's it. It just dropped. I feel like this one's way weaker than the Euro USD, just way weaker. Let's see if there's any SMT today. On the hourly chart. NQ already took out the low, I think. No, it's not yet. We can look at Euro and GU. So Euro is not below these lows like GU is. So just goes to show the weakness. Mondays usually I don't even trade. I'm more of like waiting for the higher probability on Mondays. I like waiting more higher probability on Monday. I don't know. I just prefer Mondays to be more of a, especially with this week's economic calendar. Just like I like waiting for Monday's range, even on like weeks that don't have that much news. I still like waiting for Monday's range. It's more of a clear indication as to like where the market wants to go. And then it's not really a high probability day, if I'm being completely honest. Waiting for the Monday's range and then Friday. Both of those are like low probabilities for me. And then, yeah, Tuesday through Thursday are probably the highest probabilities that I usually win in. It's a very, very clear understanding. So we're still dropping on both of them. I think the market maker sell model is complete. Going to want to be seen if we want to continue lower, or if we want to start to retrace here. It's kind of what I'm gonna see. Continue lower. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it was meant to be. So for euro, we are dropping 2 on this one. For these pairs, I think everything's dropping right now except for dollar. Dollar was going up. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna go up after taking out the previous day low. Clear breaker here forming, so I want to see a closure, come back and go higher. I want to see how we react to the 4-hour inversion fair value gap. I want to see if we can respect it or disrespect it, and then eventually the previous day high. So that's gonna want to be, what I'm gonna be watching here. You're just gonna be seeing the economic calendar. You can see that here, ladies and gentlemen. We have pretty much tomorrow, Tuesday, 2 a.m. GBP news, 315 euro, 330 another euro, but for German, this is French. 430 flash PMI for the Great British Pound, 945 flash PMI for USD. And that's pretty much it for Tuesday. So just 15 minutes after the equities, market open, the news comes out for USD. So before that though, euro won't be affected. So you can trade New York Hill Zone, but as soon as the market opens, you want to be cautious. Wednesday, 4 a.m. news for euro, 10 a.m. for CAD, 11 a.m. for CAD, and then 4:35 for Fed chair, Powell speaks. I said chow, bro. I always say chow. Fed chair, Powell speaks, and then yeah, I think this day would be more of a good day to trade, even though it is on 4:35 p.m. I feel like it is still a valid day to trade on USD. Probably AM session. AM session will probably offer some good movement. And then Thursday 8:15 euro news, and then 8:30 unemployment claims, and then 8:45 ECB press conference. So Euro Central Bank, Bank of Canada, and then that's pretty much it. So I think Thursday and then Wednesday would be really good days to trade. Even Tuesday. So at 10, Silver Bullet, beautiful hour to trade. October, pretty much AM session, all AM session. Probably after, I don't know actually, because Canada news comes out, so I'm going to be very cautious of that. So I'm going to be especially after 10 a.m., because you don't know what all this impacted news over here can do for the USD pairs, so I'm going to be very cautious. And then Friday, typical Friday here, we have UOM consumer sentiment, and then core PCE price index. So I think it's like a typical Friday, especially after like high impact news comes out. They just have to put this in there, I guess. But no, this is a pretty good day too. Friday after 10, of course. I feel like the forex pairs will be good for this one after Friday. So that's pretty much it for the economic calendar. I'm gonna be watching to see that. Let's go look at the indices. We are rallying now. Okay, let's see. Goldware, Bruges. So we still have a little bit of time till we go. I want to see how we react to this real quick. We already took out these lows. I think this would be classified as a break block. A break block. For disrespect, it's break block. So it's a clear breaker with the fair value gap, unicorn setup. Maybe a short is present here, and then we start dropping and take out these lows and drop even further. If we disrespect this and then we make it an inversion, of course longs will be clear for us. It looked like longs are just clear. See, this is the type of range Monday doesn't want to offer. I'm not willing to trade. The unclear, fast-paced movement. Institutional order flow entry draw right here. Take that out and we rally. That's pretty much it. No, longs were pretty much the better option. Inverse PDA raise right there. I feel like we are about to go long actually, since we did take out that sell. So this bound to just rally. I would expect some sort of retracement after we continue to rally. Probably this rally up here, an inversion on the 5 minutes would be kind of nice. Wouldn't be too bad, you know. Would offer a clear setup for us. And even though these fair value gaps are being created, I do think that order block is being created too on the 15 minutes. So we still got 9 minutes basically till 10 o'clock. Same NQ does look a lot weaker. NQ does look a lot weaker. Balanced price range actually, not even a fair value up inverse. It's a balanced price range here at this point for NQ. Do want to see that coming tapped into. I feel like this is where we get that retracement from the higher time frame. Since we have been a very, very bearish, and we did complete the market maker sell model, I feel like we just start to rally up now. At least like 50% of the range. Wouldn't be. I would be very cautious about the longs too. You know, if we tap into it, I wouldn't immediately enter. I would be more wary. You know, I wouldn't want to see that market structure shift somewhere. It can be an internal market structure shift, and then eventually we come back a little bit, and then we retrace, and then we go. Like the ES right here, like an institutional order flow entry drill. I'll kind of enter. So that's what my dilemma is basically here on the indices. Forex, we are kind of retracing too. I want to see if dollar's dropping. Dollar's dropping now. Yeah. So ES is looking like the stronger one, of course. So I mean, it wouldn't be too bad of an idea to trade NQ here, since ES is stronger, a lot stronger. So we were trying to see if that market maker sell model was complete. It is. It's been complete. Now we're going to the upside. Here we can see we swept that liquidity, completed the market maker sell model on I think on everything actually. So got the previous month low. ES got the previous or the sell side liquidity there. So yeah, I think we're just rallying higher now. Yeah, we can see we're pumping. It's both sides of the range now. I feel like if I would have came in here a little earlier, probably would have took that trade to go short here. Probably this one. It'd probably be easier on ES. That's a little internal breaker here. Have a little order block there. I don't know. I feel like the forex pairs would probably be better to trade today. But this is a breaker. Wouldn't be too bad of an idea here to go short on the FX pairs. But you're gonna want to see what? Some displacement, some movement lower, and then eventually take your short. As of right now, we're rallying higher. Looks like a market maker buy model, and yeah, bro, I'm only seeing like market maker models now. It's kind of crazy. You can never see anything else. That's all I see. Here. Should have got some water here. Looks like we're just gonna go back up, take it out. There's nothing but market maker models, man. I feel like this one came to like what? Equilibrium of the range. For sure, for sure. See, when a market maker sell model is incomplete, it usually comes to what I tend to notice is equilibrium of the range that it has created, and then eventually goes into the direction that it has been going. So here was a market maker sell model, but of course we're in a clear uptrend, and it came to equilibrium of the range, and then eventually we start to rally higher. Majority of the time it will take up the low, or it will just go to equilibrium of the range and then continue in the direction that it was heading. So that's why I tend to take a partial at equilibrium, and then eventually have my stops at break even, and then eventually that's pretty much it. I want to see if we can hold this fair value up here. We aren't. Inverse or balanced price range is about to be created if we don't go up. Euro, we're just retracing there. So this might be a market maker sell model just forming, but looks like we are respecting it. GU, we are respecting it too. Just GU has been a lot weaker recently. That's what I'm tending to notice. So yeah, let's take a little long here. Let's put our stop loss below these lows right here. Our take profit, just near this rejection block. That's pretty much it. Alright, let's go dollar. Let's see the indices. Indices are rallying still. There's big pumps. Alright. Zero trade here. What's going on? I'm rallying. We're still rallying on both of them, so it looks good. Good little longs here we have taken. ES though. ES. ES. EA. It's in the game. It's in the sport. EA Sports. It's in the game. There we go. I said it right. Explain why you went long. It's more of a demo, but I mean, I can't really even explain it. It's kind of unexplainable, honestly, bro. So I can't even explain it, man. It's very hard to explain because I don't know if you trade ICT concepts. I don't know what type of trader you are. I don't know if you're familiar with the market maker models, but this trade was a clear market maker buy model. It was a reaccumulation area where we reaccumulated for longs, and that's kind of why we had that big pump up. I was gonna take this on the MetaTrader, but I told myself today is more of a like watching the range pan out today. So yeah, that's kind of why. But it was clear market maker sell model, reaccumulation area. We're about to take out this high. And we're already past equilibrium of the range. So with the market maker models, I usually take partials at equilibrium of the range if we aren't respecting it to go any further. But if we are, then of course I'll take partials at the full high, a little bit above too. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So we are dropping on these. These I would want to see clear right here, unfilled, clear. And then Euro too, we're just rallying up, even if we're hitting that buy side or that sell side imbalance. We just want to rally. Clearly want to rally here. Another market maker buy model here. Either we take out these high resistance liquidity. We hit one of our take profits, and then whenever we hit one of our take profits here, I'd move my stop loss to break even there. Plus, it's in a line of defense. We have an inversion with a balance or a buy side, so this is basically balanced price range. And now, yeah, it's clear. We're gonna take out these highs too. Maybe we might retrace, hit this. I don't want to see 50% taken out. and then eventually just rally higher. So it's a clear trade. Let's see this right here. Count history. Wasn't even much. Not much, honestly. The Euro ones were crazy last week. Okay, thanks, appreciate it. Yeah, bro. Just go back, study the market maker models, and just really trying to find what you trade with. That's something you gotta get used to. What's your strategy? What do you like trading? What's clear to you? Like for me, market maker models with his 22 model is very clear now after studying so much about it. I used to just trade the OTE and then more everything. I used to trade breakers, order blocks, unicorn, OTE, SMT, silver bullets. But what I found majority of the time is just trading the market maker models with 22 is probably the best bet. And that's probably the best bet for me. I find the most just the best trades, honestly, using those. I know why I went wrong and what I did wrong and what I did right majority of the time trading those models. So we just hit. Let's see. It was a good trade on GU today. I think it was I want to see how many pips it was. Let's see how many pips. So 21,679. 679. Damn, that's kind of long. So I think the spread was pretty high on this one. And then we took out one on 2,734. So that was not even a 1-to-1. 766. This is basically a 1-to-1. Majority of them. A cap chart. The spreads, honestly. Where are you from? I'm from the United States. So from Texas. Market maker some auto clear. I'm farming here. This is clear. If we disrespect this fair value gap, it's clear to me. But nice little long here. Little demos. To me, it looks like it's clear. I don't know. I feel like this breaker kind of will probably. That's another thing. You can even watch out for breakers, especially on lower time frames. I need to stop watching the 1 minute, man. I'm addicted to it. It's getting really easy watching the 1 minute. Just seeing the levels pan out. For Euro, USD, GBP, USD, JPY. I want to see GJ. 4 hour. We're respecting that, honestly. It's a bunch of chop. Even during these conditions, you can trade them. Can we trade Dixie on MT5? I don't even trade Dixie. I can't even tell you. It depends really though, what broker you're on, or what server and what broker. I don't trade Dixie though, so I wouldn't even know. Right there. Once if we can continue to rally, I feel like this one has already done its job. Unless we want to take out this high, then yeah, we can probably continue. But for this one still has more room. These okay. I want to see closure below both of them. So I'm gonna be watching. I think this one has a small little fair value there. So we aren't getting that. So higher prices are probably here to stay. And then probably equilibrium of the range, of course. Again, just equilibrium is probably the best part for me. To take a partial out if we do take a trade here. Equilibrium of the range, and then probably at the low. Or I used to like taking partials at fair value gaps, or fair value gaps, imbalances, whatever. I don't anymore. Usually equilibrium or just the old high or the old low. Simple as that. Um, I just usually find majority of the time if we do take a partial at an imbalance, it's not the best. We usually run right through it and we could have held. So that's kind of what I usually see. So that's kind of why I don't like taking partials at imbalances anymore. I just prefer, equilibrium. Equilibrium usually, we can reverse right then and there. So it's worthy just taking partial there. And then to reverse on a imbalance or in PD array. So yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Let's see. I get so many emails from prop firms and not even every week, but like every day. They're just doing a bunch of sales, or they're updating their servers, or they have big changes coming. It's either one of those three, man, with prop firms. You get so many emails once you create an account. Even if you don't even buy a prop firm, that's the thing. I mean, a challenge account, you get so many freaking emails. You can unsubscribe, but I kind of like it because they give you, they tell you when the discount's going on. So that's why I kind of subscribe to it. Hello, my friend. So I'm just watching these prop firms, seeing them give me these free discounts here. I'm watching to see if ES is starting to I want you to see if we can just. It's a clear market maker sell model to me. I'll probably take a trade idea if we break below these lows or this one, and then come and revisit and then we drop. That's kind of the only idea to me. Take a trade here. It's Monday though. Mondays aren't really my best days. Same with Friday. So I don't usually like risking too much or taking too much trades. I usually like being more passive. So yeah, no, I'm just chilling. No news today either. There's a bunch of news later on throughout the week, so. At what point do I consider dropping out of college to trade? I'm consistent, bro. This is a question you have to ask yourself, I can't even give you the answer to that. It's really it's like a personal question you're asking. You have to look internally and think for yourself. That's the problems majority of people make nowadays. You can't think for yourself. Why are you even doing what you're doing, or why are you even asking this question? You have the answer. You know the answer. Your lifestyle, your living expenses, all this you have to put into consideration. You have to really evaluate, and then you have to answer that question yourself. I don't know your personal life. I don't know anything like that. I don't know you. So that's something you have to answer. Can you tell us your trade idea again? Fair enough. Yeah. All right. Oh, my trade idea. To me, it's clearly a sell model here. If we want to drop, I will be looking to see a break below these lows, a closure, a candle close, and then if we create another fair value gap through displacement, I'll look to retest it. So something like this, we drop, we close below this low, we create a fair value gap in the making, then we drop, and I'll want to see lower prices. And then I'll take a partial here at equilibrium. So I'll take a partial, retrace, and then eventually I'll look to see if we can scale down all the way down here. If not, then of course that partial will be needed for us. It'll most likely retrace up, and then eventually it'll just drop. So yeah, that's kind of my trade idea here. Okay, thanks. Yeah. Same thing for NQ. NQ though, it looked like it ran that high there, so it looks a lot stronger here. This is a very strong SMT divergence here, pretty clear. Let's go on the 1 minute. It looks pretty clear on the 1 minute. Yeah, it just seems like this high created a higher low. Higher low, of course. and then this one higher high. So more of a SMT there for ES, looking like a lot weaker. For the forex pairs, we already took our trade here on GBP USD. You can see that 10.23 today. GBP USD demo, of course. I don't want to be, I don't know, I just feel like it was more of a trade I wouldn't want to take on a funded right now, especially after we're already above 50% of the range on this market maker model here. But you can see we are still continuing to rally. It's a good indication for me on euro. Euro is a lot weaker. I mean, GU is a lot weaker. Euro is a lot stronger. So yeah, no, that's pretty much it. But I'll be watching the indices right now because I think we're in silver bullet hour already. We're there. Yeah, we're already there. Opening range has already been defined. But if we continue to rally, I think if we want to rally really, I feel like we're just gonna come down to 50% and then rally. Or maybe this right here. These two candles we're gonna come tap into and then rally. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. Currently trading LT combined with 22 model. I already tried silver bullet, but I didn't really like it. Nah, yeah, OTE and 22 model. I think that's pretty nice. I think the 22 model is very OP. I think everybody trades 22 model. I think it's probably one of the best to trade, honestly. I wouldn't be too inclined right now for shorts. Just from the price action we're getting right now. For these, we already took out the previous week high. I don't know. I feel like the FX pairs are just. I feel like we just gotta rally more. If we want to be more bullish, we gotta rally. Then eventually we're gonna start dropping throughout later throughout the week. I don't know. I feel like ES it'll probably be a lot better for shorts, honestly, than NQ. NQ just see this right here. Fair value gap respected. ES never created fair value gap. We have a bunch of lows down here. NQ does have this intermediate low, but it's inside the fair value gap, so we'll probably have to make this fair value gap an inverse before I even think about taking a low in NQ. If we do want to get lows, if we want to do these shorts. We also dipping into the new week opening gap. I haven't used the new week opening gap in a while, man. That's one of the confluences. Yeah, this one here. Haven't used it in a while, honestly. I tend to forget about the new week opening gap, new day opening gap. So no, we probably could retrace a little bit higher. Probably it's like the midway of it. Right here. It's probably up there. Yeah, no, you're right, man. You're honestly correct. We're already dipping the low. Maybe we come up. I don't know. I feel like we are bound to rally up, though. Let me take this. Let me put this back on. It seems very ideal for us to rally, and not even come down anymore. Since we did take out the low, we did complete the market maker sell model here on the 4 hour. Big sell model. So you buy side to the curve, sell side. We do have a little fair value gap there, so at least like the midway point of that, this fair value gap here, this candle, sell side imbalance, the midway, seeing that tapped into, and then eventually we start dropping maybe. So I feel like we do have a little bit more room to the upside as of right now. And for NQ, probably the same thing on NQ. So we're just gonna let it be. We're gonna let it run and continue to the upside. GU's pumping a lot. It's too much pumping. Maybe we should have took this on the funded. This would have been a good trade. Probably been up like 2% today. is very sketched out though. I was very, very sketched out here with the GU trade. I feel like we're gonna. I don't know. I feel like it's very hard to determine like what we're gonna have for the rest of the week, especially on a Monday, and then we have so much news. I would need more of a range for us to determine that, especially with the impacted news, to determine where we're likely to go. Okay, so we're starting to drop a little bit. I forgot to open Discord. Tend to forget some days, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move this to the side. I want to block the screen for you. Move it to the side pretty much. I'm not trying to block the screen. Put this right there. And yeah, I need a third monitor. I got rid of my third monitor because I have too many books now. And I just need a room. And that third monitor was blocking this room. And plus it would be like, I don't know, put like some strain on my neck, man, because it'll be all the way to the left. I want to get a little monitor stand and get a third one. But as of right now, I'm just chilling. We are dropping. Maybe these lows. Not really these. I won't. Either way, you know, I feel like it's just very intermediate. Okay, probably these lows. Look at this. Fair value up being created right now. Nope. It's about to have an immediate rebalance. If we come and tap up this low right here, we just drop. These three up close candles equal order block. So hit order block, then we drop. It's 50% of the range. That's now we have a new range. You can see. If we don't come and take out this high, of course, then 50% of that range. But if we do, then I'll have to delete that Fibonacci and get a new one for the new range. Spread has been very, very high recently on this server. I don't know what is an ideal spread for SPX on Forex brokers. Seems like 50 to 40. 50 to 40, around there. Anything higher than that seems too high. Let's see. So yeah, no, 50 to 40 around there. That's a good range. I have some funded accounts I've never touched before, bro. That's a crazy thing. They're not really too high with capital. Some of them are really low. Took out the high. Okay. I think we're meant for the upside, man. I don't even think we're gonna drop. Honestly, the way it's looking right now, it just doesn't look like it wants to drop. Let's go see. They're talking about who number. I feel like what do y'all feel, man? I feel like we're just gonna rally, continue to rally, rally. Especially since dollar's dropping. Dollar is dropping. The weakness. Everybody was expecting dollar to what? To use this push price higher, man. Everybody's expecting bullishness from dollar. For me, honestly, seems dollar's weak. Now, I can explain it right here, right now, and I can just show proof. Let's see. So, dollar index here, weekly time frame. Which one? Okay, so for the bearishness that's gonna kick in for me. Main reason why I'm starting to see it more bearish because we already hit 50% of this range. It's from this high to this low. We already hit 50%. You can see that we wicked up above it. So to me, again, for the market maker models, I usually use 50% of the range for us to go in the opposite direction. So if the market maker model is trying to be complete, but we aren't able to complete it, usually 50% of the range is the reason why we don't complete it, and that's why I take a partial at 50%. And then we couldn't even hold above. In the monthly we couldn't even hold above the previous month high. So I expect at least like 50% of this range to come in for this candle right here to be tapped into, probably around here. So see it's dropping into like right there. Weekly time frame, we couldn't hold above this right here, the premium wick, even though euro and GU did. You can see that they held perfectly. For dollar, we didn't. And then that's pretty much taking us to the daily. So we aren't holding that buy side imbalance. We tapped into it multiple times. If we tap into it multiple times, I usually expect some sort of a push higher, but we never got that. And then there's a vacuum block right here, very tight range. So we're expecting some movement in either direction, and it's looking like it's a downside. Like I said, at least 50% of this range, or the monthly candle, I should say. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. A lot of people were expecting bearishness on dollar. I mean bullishness. To me, it doesn't seem really bullish from the higher time frame, especially tapping that 50%. So yeah. I have a little fair value gap in here. Hold on. We have a fair value gap right here. I want to see if we can hold this to continue higher. If we don't, inverse PDRA right there. If we don't hold it. So this week I am let me read my thing. So this week we are 1% up. I do want to reach around 4 to 5%. I feel like that is kind of reaching. I told myself, like 2 to 3% for this week is really good. 4 to 5 is kind of reaching, especially since we're up 1%. So, but like overall the count, I want to reach 4 to 5%. I want to be up 4 to 5, not just like being up for the week. I want to be like on that account. I want to be up 4 to 5, and then let's see what they're talking about. Okay. Okay, yeah, we held that buy side imbalance. We're rallying, but MT5, we're a little bit break even on MT5. Oh yeah, this is the count I want to reach 2 to 3%. So that's very ideal to me. At least 2 to 3%. Hitting like a 1 to 2, risking 1% on this account. Even if it's just one trade, that's very, very good. But for MT4 reaching 4 to 5, I think that's kind of reaching it. That's gonna take a lot of trades. So you really have to just be wary of what type of trades you take and why, and just catching yourself. Really, be an observer of your thoughts and like why you're gonna take a trade here, why you're gonna take a trade there, understanding why, and what rules and how much risk you're putting on, and what type of trade you're taking. Why are you taking this trade? I usually tend to ask myself that right before I even enter a trade. Like, is this the ideal trade, or are you not being impulsive right now? Or like, are you going to enter at a good area? Just asking myself those questions and being an observer. Because majority of the time when I enter a trade, or back then when I would enter a trade, I would be very very impulsive. I wouldn't wait for confirmation, and that was one of the things holding back my entries. I never thought entries would be something I had to work on. I thought entries would just, like ICT talked about, the the least you have to worry about is an entry, and just being on the right side of the market. That's all that matters. The majority of the time, I would be on the right side, but my entry and then my stop loss placement would be, my stop loss placement would be too tight, or my entry confirmation wouldn't be there, and I would just impulsively enter in, and then my stop loss would get hit, or I'll be in big drawdown, then I'll be scared, or I'll be cutting some of my break even without accepting the risk, holding it for our initial target or a good partial area. And then eventually I realized that, and I started just working on the entry confirmation, just sticking to it, waiting for it, and eventually it caused me to be a little bit more hesitant, especially even if we get the entry confirmation, like a market structure shift, and then we're retracing into a fair value gap. I still get a little bit of that hesitation, to enter, even if we're risking a good amount, like 1%, an ideal amount. I still get very hesitant. I'm still trying to, if it's one thing, it's another, man. That's what I've learned. Either you work on this one thing, then another thing comes in. That's now another thing I'm trying to work on is not being hesitant, I guess, because I get very, very, very scared, even if the entry confirmation is there. Because I don't know, I've had that fear, of losing so many trades, not being profitable, just being scared, and that's pretty much it. So I think we're just rallying on. I think we're gonna rally on everything. I feel like dollar with the indices correlation is back. I feel like we're back because dollar's dropping. These are rallying higher. It was looking pretty clear to me. Looking very, very clear. Very, very clear. Another fair value gap right here. Do we hold it or do we not? I can just see, it's clear, very clear how it's forming that buy side to the curve. Eventually, you're going to want to see that sell side to the curve. The market either trades in two directions like that. Here, sell side, buy side, then sell side. But especially after, this is London, right? Yeah, I wouldn't want to trade indices on the London. You would want to trade Forex, of course. But even using that higher time frame premise, you already knew it was going to target the sell side down here to complete the market maker model on the higher time frame. Of course. So you would have been looking for shorts. Here on the 1 minute, we're looking for shorts again. Even though it's been very bullish, it just has to retrace at one point eventually. And we have to have a change in the state of delivery or a market structure shift to have confirmation. Change in state of delivery is more of a, I don't know how to explain it. It's a change in the state of delivery. Basically like an order block being created to push price lower, like a negative order block. And we close below this opening. And then eventually we come back, retrace, and then, or an inversion fair value gap. We close below the fair value gap, then we retrace, and we start dropping. That is a change in the state of delivery or a market structure shift. That is a change in the state of delivery. Those are all means of measuring change in the state of deliveries. So if we close below this, that's a change in the state of delivery. That is something that will indicate shorts are coming to me. So trade idea wouldn't be too bad. But NQ is holding it, so that's another thing. The correlation there. If NQ holds, ES doesn't, crack in correlation. ES is weak, NQ is strong. Simple as that. You're going to be very, very cautious. Very, very cautious. So I'm just trying to get up around maybe 2 to 3 on both of the accounts, actually. I'm not going to try to be up too much, or maybe it might happen. Maybe I might be up like 2 to 3%, and then eventually go up to 4 to 5, and then call it a week. Or maybe passive funded account at this point, Maybe we might passive fund it. So I'm going to try to down the risk today, of course, but this setup looks pretty clear to me. So might not need that. Might not need that. So ES looks weak, NQ looks strong. You can see that cracking correlation there. See the fair value gap? It's holding the fair value gap for NQ. ES doesn't look like it wants to hold. If we get that market structure shift, we create. We're just clear. I want to see NQ drop now. I don't want to see it start retracing. That's kind of a bad indication to me. We did go lower. So it just looks kind of clear. We already had a market structure shift here. change in steady delivery for 2 fair value gaps. We got both of those ran through. So I want to see NQ more though drop. This cracking correlation here. Very undefined range, you know. NQ is showing strength while ES is showing weakness. So maybe we drop here, complete the market maker sell model, and this is where the market maker sell model is being created. I hate how this little path or curvy thing is always going to the upside. Like, come on, go to the downside at least a couple times, man. Maybe this is where we drop. 50% is where I'll probably take a partial there. If we do go. These lows are relative equal lows, so you want to be cautious about this though. There's low resistance liquidity right there. NQ, we aren't dropping. I want to see more movement on NQ though, for sure. This is all built up low resistance too. Definitely we're just gonna do drop. ES is already dropping though. So NQ is probably gonna have to catch up. It's gonna be the six sister approach right here. Live in front of your face, ladies and gentlemen. Right in front of your face. So we're just gonna have to wait and see now. I feel like I don't know. I feel like we're just not gonna come down to this low. It seems clear to me. I feel like it's a Monday. We already took out that low. We already have a breaker here, so it just looks pretty unrealistic for us to come down there. So we're just gonna take that off, even if that's a thing there. NQ is holding that fair value gap, so it's a big crack. I want to see NQ drop, and then eventually we'll likely see some trade ideas come in. If not, then of course we're just gonna continue to rally on NQ, and ES probably not. I don't know. It just feels seems very ideal for NQ to drop soon. I feel like it's gonna have big movement down. Usually this is what happens whenever we're lagging. You won't even be able to catch a trade idea. Yeah. Start moving. It's gonna start pumping. Like ES, it's gonna have to eventually catch up. So these lows, we're gonna be watching these lows for sure. Seeing if we can break those. Of course. We are pumping. We're just dropping now. It is good movement. We are hitting that previous week high or previous week low. Going to be very cautious of that. That can be used as an inverse to push price higher. Push. We did have that inverse now on NQ. I'm going to want to see a market structure shift, I should say. Say market maker model. Market structure shift. Take out these lows right here. On these right here, this is a low resistance run. So I'm going to want to see it run through all that. That's my ideal range. So hopefully you guys are able to anticipate the market here with me and just watching it live, pretty much print a clear market maker sell model. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream, of course. So just enjoy the streams, lay back, relax. All right, here if I was to take a trade, I would probably move my stop loss to break even. So 421837. And then just be risk free, guys. We already took out these lows, risk free now. NQ the same thing. We already broke market structure shift. We would have I feel like ES would have offered the better trade idea there, especially with these after this market structure shift. You enter right there and drop. So took out these lows. Another ideal range to take a partial is what? 50% of the dealing range right here on the 1 minute. Because we are bullish. So, if you're in a short, you're gonna be taking at least equilibrium of that bullish movement. And be risk free after taking out so much sell side. So yeah. Of course, ladies and gentlemen. And you can use standard deviations here if you want to take more partials. So like again, the 2.25 area right then and there would be a very ideal area to take partials in. So that would be, of course. So of course, ladies and gentlemen. Or equilibrium. You can take a trade partial at equilibrium of the range. It's like on an order block too. That's very nice. Very sweet. So yeah, no, we're just chilling now, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very nice trade idea. Hopefully you guys got in. I don't usually like spoon feeding. Like, oh, take a trade here, take a short right now, take a short right now, ladies and I like you catching those moves. I try to give you those hints, like this trade right here. I try to give you a hint. I was calling it before. Eventually it transpired. But I was calling it before. Around here. Like it's a clear market maker stall model. I'm gonna be looking to short, and I told you my reasoning. But of course you gotta wait for what entry confirmation. That's something I have to wait for whenever I enter a trade, entry confirmation, because I don't want to be entering off of on an ideal. Where would you have? I already entered. I entered right around here. And main reason why, again, because changing the state of delivery, we inverse, we close below it, and then we close below this candle too, and then we had a market structure shift all in one candle. That was very, very very clear to me. And then eventually we came, we tapped, and then eventually we dropped. I'm gonna pull it up in the Discord though real quick, my entry, and then I already took a partial below those lows. So it's on the 10K funded account again. I didn't risk too much, and I am taking partials because today is Monday, of course. But I'm holding another partial for. I usually only take two, one and then the final. But today is more of a on an ideal range, unideal. So, and I already have my stop loss at break even because we already took out these lows, and it's just very unideal. So let me pull it up real quick. So you can see here, 836. I mean 40. Yeah, 4218.37, and then we have more running, of course, on the 10K funded. So I'm just gonna be holding that till equilibrium. My stop loss. So let me show you where I entered. 421.837, 21837, and then just risking. We had a stop loss of 6 pips. So I usually just calculate it from 10K. So 6 pips would be like around like 1.5, but I only risked 1% one lot, just due to Monday being Monday, So it's like not too much, and this would have been more of a 1 to 2. We took a partial here, so it's like a 1 to 1. We took around like 30% off, and then eventually I'm gonna try to cut at least another 30% right here at a 1 to 1.8, and then if we want to run to this fair value gap, I'll leave another one right there. So yeah, no, that's pretty much it. We have another fair value gap here created. I'll try to mark this one out, but okay. So if we run through this one, it's most likely we're gonna come to this wick, and then, yeah. I'm gonna want to see the closure though. If we take us out, that's kind of why I took a partial here. If we do take us out here, this trade, I can see why. Took out the lows already, low resistance all taken out, and yeah, we're about to hit my stop loss, I think. The break-even stop. Already took a partial. Not too mad, not too disappointed with the trade. It's Monday again, and we're about to hit it 3. Yeah, we already hit it. Boom, right there. We got stopped out, break even. So yeah, no, we're just up. The partial I just showed y'all. Right here, we just made this much, so we got stopped out. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I have to clean this up real quick. W? Nah, it's a pretty decent trade. Not a W, bro. Not a W. It was a little W, but not too much. So let's see equilibrium of this range now. I like using daily ranges a lot. So we're hitting a premium. On ES, I would be very cautious for sure. If you enter short here, wouldn't be too bad, It is holding it as long as it holds. Plus, we already had all these lows. Wouldn't be too bad of a short. I'm not gonna enter again though because of NQ. NQ is giving me that vibe where it just looks too strong. ES looks a lot weaker though for sure, but. Again, ES will probably offer the better trade idea. Euro's having that movement lower now, as anticipated from earlier. So we are above that weekly sell-side imbalance. That's crazy to me. I can just see us going up now. Looks like a what? Clear market maker buy model here. It's that smart mini reversal here kicking in. I don't know. I feel like if news comes out and we're bullish for the forex pairs and we're bearish on dollar, it's clear. It's clear we're gonna rally at least to 50% of that range on the weekly. Let's see, I want to watch NQ. NQ just looks so bullish, bro. That's kind of why I wouldn't want to enter again for ES. Again, even right now, we didn't even take out these lows for NQ. All this low resistance, we just took out one low and then we just rallied higher. We didn't even close. And then that's pretty much it. We have another buy side imbalance here on NQ, so looks very, 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 very strong to me. ES looks a lot weaker, but again, we already took out sell side here, so you're gonna be very cautious on a typical day like Monday. It seems like it's very strong. So I need to journal this trade too. I'm gonna journal it later for sure. It was around here, so I'll make sure I remember that. I'm gonna journal it and see what I could have done better later on after the hindsight kicks in. Forex pairs, GU. Is this a fair value gap? That is a little small fair value gap there. Being respected right now. Euro doesn't really have one, but we do have a little buy center balance that can come in inverse if you want to drop. I'm gonna go get some water real quick, but I'm gonna leave it on the ES chart and see if we rally or if we drop. So I'm very curious to see what we do on this chart. NQ looks a lot stronger, so I feel like NQ is more of the one to rally. Alright guys, I'm back. You can see we're just rallying, man. We're just rallying up. Pumping up. We're just pumping, we're pumping. We're just pumping. We're holding this buy side rallied. These, okay, we made an inverse. Maybe we take a short, maybe we don't, maybe we do, maybe we don't. Maybe this is the ideal short, maybe it's not. I have another buy side here. Maybe this is where we push price higher after we hold this buy side imbalance. We just rally all the way up. So you gotta. Is my dog coming in? My dog? Where's my dog? It's not even. She just broke the door open. That's that new week opening gap. Yeah, nah. Someone was saying that earlier. Someone was saying this at the new week for ES too. What does everybody use the new week opening gap for? What do you use it for? If you use the new week opening gap, is it for a trade idea? Is it to see where price is going? Is it to see the indication of where the market is most likely to head? What is it that you use the new week opening gap for? I'm very, very curious, ladies and gentlemen, to know what you use the new week opening gap for. the new week opening gap. Okay, so again, another market maker. Someone was. It might not transpire though. Again, especially Euro GU's. GU is lagging. GU is lagging, bro. Euro just pumping lower. You can see that. Just 20 seconds for a closure. If we drop on another one, maybe this is a liquidity grab. Projections mainly. You think so? I use new week opening gap for power 3. See how the weekly candles forming around it. We go below it. Low of week on Tuesday. Rally up. And that's it. Boom. Risky week. Hell yeah, bro. The news. Everything. Let me pull up news real quick. So the news. Everything. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Who would want to trade this week? Nobody. But of course, not holding trades. The best ideal scenario here is to day trade. Be very nimble. If price is above or below, rejection one way. I just use it as confluence. That's good. That's good. But nah, this week is crazy. Last week was very, very slow. Not really slow, but more of a less volatile week. It was more of a continuation week. You know, if we're going to go lower for the indices for forex pairs, we'll just chop. It was just like this for the forex pairs, and that's it. Ended like that. And that was over. Boom. Now it's either gonna go just, or it's gonna go like that. It's either one of the two, honestly. I would want to see more continuation to the direction we want to go in, especially after Wednesday. Or Thursday, again, a little reversal, and then Friday we close a little bit below. So if we're going to be bullish for Euro, I would have wanted like this, that, and then just like that. But we didn't get that. We're rallying up, so I don't know. It's very hard. Very hard to be a trader, you know. You got to do everything all at one time. It's hard. It's very hard. You're not going to be able to be a good trader if you can't do all these things that you want to do as a trader. The trading is especially if you're going to trade, it's mainly psychology. Psychology, guys. Don't ever forget about psychology. It's probably one of the most important things. It's a very slept on thing. A lot of people talk about it, but how many are actually talking about it on a day-to-day basis? This monthly candle, you can see this monthly candle right here. Love week right here. Maybe we come to rally. We come to rally more. Continue up on this monthly candle. That's another thing I'm looking at. Is that monthly candle. We are respecting this inversion right now, as of right now. So I want to take a trade, but we didn't get that market structure shift. So I don't know. I need more confirmation than that. Again, just catching myself. Maybe this is an order block forming here. It's 3 up close again. 2 up. Oh, there's 2 of them now. It was 3 earlier, but I should reject it now. Euro again. I mean, for GU, just GU and EU. See if there's any. I want to go on the hard time. See if there's any. So let's clear SMT on ES and NQ. That's kind of why we took a short on ES rather than NQ, but we got stopped out because we just want to rally. We want to rally, continue that market maker buy model. Probably to these highs. I don't even know where. Probably on that 1 hour, you can probably see it. For EU and GU, GU looks a lot stronger than EU right now. You see these lows right here. 1, 2. This one is above this one, and this one is below this one. This one has a clear, ladies and gentlemen, clear. Oh wait, no. Okay, not there. Right here, probably a breaker right there. So EU would probably be the better one to short at this point, but the better one to go long if we do drop in GU for sure. ES for sure. EU. Again, just sloppy price action today. What are we in? About to hit 11. I'm about to hit a macro at this point at 10:50 through 11:10. So in the next minutes during this window right here, we're gonna want to see what higher low be taken out. all the things going over in Israel would definitely be careful trading because of, you said we have high-impact news this week, so I think we're just gonna read price reaction this week. Yeah, nah. What is this? Is the fourth week of this month too, so we're gonna want to this week. Usually, the fourth week of the month tends, and the second week tend to be more the most volatile. That's kind of what I've noticed. So the first and the second and the fourth, and then the last one, it tends to be all right. And then the first one more all right. And then the middle one, of course, it's more just more relaxed. Like last week, we saw this very, very relaxed price action. It was going in the clear direction again. So the second week we create the low, the fourth week we create the high or the low eventually, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So we got to be very cautious this week, you know. It's either it's make it or break it week type week. Either you make your account passed, your funded account passed, or you break your funded account. You failed the challenge. Either side. So I'm just gonna be very, very cautious here, especially for EU, since we are more we're respecting the inverse for right now. Don't want to be taking trades right now, especially since that macro's kicking in. We could probably just come to 50% of this dealing range here, and then eventually start rejecting. So you can see that, like a little bit of red here. Then we start seeing that rejection right now. But yeah, no, what's going on over there too? You know, you got to see what's going on with the world. You know, you don't have to really know like fully too much, but you got to be a little cautious about what's going on. The markets, of course, like the housing, the bonds, treasury notes. So the economic state of the world, I should say. And then of course that too, the other countries, what's going on, what can impact the manual interventions. So we close above again. It's very hard to see where we're gonna go on euro. GU just looks a lot stronger. We kind of respected it, but we kind of closed above it. So it is hard to see if we really want to respect it. Let's see if this one gets respected. We have another fair value out there though, so. Or just rally. Yeah, we're just gonna pump, I think we're just gonna continue. It's a continuation day, maybe a continuation day. We rally. We don't come and fill this up with this breaker. I feel like we eventually will. Maybe later today. Maybe not right now. Same thing with ES. Eventually, I feel like we're just gonna have to come down and fill this level up. Maybe a fair value gap. That was the balanced price range that was probably created. So I think we're just gonna have to drop a little bit, not all the way, but just a little bit to reprice or rebalance. How often do you take notes on charting? Every day. It's like an everyday thing for me. I do a top down every day, bro. Like, there's not a day where I don't. It's kind of crazy. From now, probably the only day is probably the weekends. Probably Friday, Sunday, Saturday. Sunday I usually chart. I usually expect, and then Friday I don't chart. Thursday it's kind of going into Friday, so that's kind of why. And then Sunday is like a Friday to me, so on the charting. But every day, mostly every day I chart. During the weekdays, except for Friday, and then Sunday is basically Friday for me. Going into that Monday. But yeah, no, I do a top down. I go on one chart right here, or not that, but I go on the one chart, and I just do monthly, weekly, daily to the 1 hour. So monthly, weekly, daily, 4 hours, and 1 hour, and that's pretty much it. Like that. And then eventually for a trade is usually the opposite. For like today, I'm gonna journal the SPX trade right here that we took. I'm gonna just go from the 1 minute to the 5 minutes to the 15 to the 1 hour and then the 4 hour, and that's pretty much I stopped there, seeing where I went wrong, where I could have done a little bit more of a better trade idea. I also take notes. Like I usually use the chat box here to mark at our level, and then eventually text. So yeah, use everything, and on each time frame, of course, too, every day. I think, and then eventually in the morning I usually go over it whenever I'm walking my dog. I usually like reviewing, seeing where the market was heading, where I could be basically placing my thought process and trade ideas, in which direction, why, using the higher time frame premise. You write it down in Notion? Yeah, I write it down in Notion. I write it down in Notion and in my chart. Like on Notion is a little overview, I guess, from what I wrote down on my chart. So I usually keep my chart on that time frame, and I usually have Notion on the second window, and I write it down what I see on the chart. And I guess the most important parts that stand out to me on that time frame from the chart, I write it down in Notion, like a little summary. That's it on that time frame. So we're just rallying, ladies and gentlemen. We're just continuing to rally. This was a sweep on liquidity. We never got that break of structure. That's why you need to wait for confirmation. You need to wait for a closure, especially if you're on a certain time frame. If you're on the 5-minute time frame and you see a low like that, you're gonna wait for what? A 5-minute closure, not a 1 minute, a 5 minute. Yeah, that's why you have to wait for that certain time frame's closure. I think it's very important. USD CAD is dropping, so that means dollar index is dropping. Dollar, it seems like it's gonna be a bullish week to me, honestly. I don't know, just usually what we create the low of week Tuesday. This is kind of where I'm getting at. Last week it was more of a crazy week last week, but this week maybe we create the low week, kind of what I was expecting for Forex. Maybe we go like that, create a little bit low of week on Tuesday, then we just rally. Boom. That's kind of what I'm wanting. But if we don't get that weekly profile, then it's more of a continuation week. Then we just start dropping. It's very hard. It's very hard to anticipate, especially with so much news. So it's gonna be such a volatile week. Going into like Tuesday to Thursday. Friday's gonna be more of a laid back TGIF day. It's kind of what I want to see. For sure. But Tuesday through Thursday, I'm gonna be very nimble this week. That's kind of why I was like, man, I shouldn't even be aiming for like 4 to 5%, maybe 2 to 3. That's ideal. But 4 to 5 during this type of week, nah, bro. You don't want to be aiming for that much. Especially if you're barely up like 1%. That's kind of high, man. You're going to be forcing things. 2 to 3 is very ideal, 1 to 2 trades. Very good trades, You can probably get that throughout this week. It could be on a Friday, it could be on a Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. So, yeah. You can maybe hit like 1-to-1s and then eventually get that. So who knows? It's very, very hard. Monday's range right now. I really thought we were going to complete it, honestly. I thought we were just going to complete this market maker model on ES. But NQ was the reason why we didn't. So, just got to be very cautious. Especially on Euro 2. But again, GU. That's kind of why you want to have more than one market. With correlation, of course. So, that helps you indicate if your trade idea is going to be correct or not. And if you're in a risk on or a risk off scenario. Here, it would have been a risk on because GU wasn't moving. Euro was. ES too, ES was dropping, had a market structure shift, respecting those inversion PD arrays, ran through into one candle. We dropped after that. But we take out these lows while NQ was what? It wasn't dropping. It wasn't taking out these lows that we wanted to. All this low resistance. So then it just showed signs of strength. So that's kind of why ES started to rally up. And that's why I moved my stop loss to break even. As soon as we took out this low, took a partial, and I realized that NQ wasn't doing that. So that was another good reason why you need that other market and correlation. So very ideal. GJ is rallying above that daily order block here. If you want to, it was very ideal for this 4 hour held multiple times, and then eventually it's more of like a balanced price range. Since we ran above it, respected it, ran above it now, and we're probably gonna come down, respect it, and go higher. Maybe not. Maybe this candle's gonna create a fair value gap on a certain time frame, and yeah, we're never gonna come back down. Maybe. So very, very, very intense week. You want to be very cautious, guys. Just watching price. I think watching price action this week is very, very beneficial. If you don't usually watch price action during these type of weeks, or if you're on, if you're like, how should I put it? You're unexperienced. That's how I should put it. If you're unexperienced in like high impact news weeks, it's very ideal if you just like not even take a trade. It's very ideal if you just like sit down and watch price, and just see how those higher time frame candles print. The lower time frame ones too, of course. Let me put this other chart back there. But yeah, no, it's very, very, Very ideal. You don't want to be taking. You don't even want to be holding trades this week, honestly. If you're in the wrong side, or even if you are, you're most likely gonna get stopped out. Slip's gonna stop you out a little bit below or above your stop loss, even if you break even. So you're gonna lose a little bit, and the order won't get filled directly there. So Euro just, we could have took a. I was thinking about taking again longs on GU today, even if it was on the funded. It just seemed very ideal to me. But I was like, nah. It was right here. I was like, nah. We got that. I was very scared. First trade of the week on a Monday. I was very scared. Very scared on the first day of the week. I feel very rejuvenated right now. I'm just gonna be chilling, watching this price action right now. Form. I'm not even thinking about taking a trade right now. I just want to get that 15K up. When you're going to start live streaming, start live trading. What do you mean? Like take trades on the live stream? I don't think I should, man, because the CFTC. I don't have any rules or risk disclaimers on this live streams. So that's kind of why I don't even show live trades. I usually do paper trades, and I don't like calling it out. Again, because if I call it out and it's a loser, it's very very frustrating because people usually get they point the finger towards you, and then they start just showing disinterest. Not even disinterest, start showing hate, I should say. So that's kind of why I don't do it. I usually like giving hints, kind of like ICT. I like giving you hints. Telling you like what I expect, where I expect the market to go, and things like that nature. Yeah, it's very hard, bro, because then it starts like messing with you mentally, because like you have to put on a show. It makes you like you have to perform, like I said before, like posting videos and like live trading, you have to perform. And once you do and like you lose, they all blame the finger on you. They lose funded accounts, or they lose capital that day, or they risk too much and they blow their account. They blame the finger on you, and they just show a bunch of hate, and it messes with you sometimes because those losses, if you don't reflect on them or if you don't journal them, they can really mess you up later on in life, and they can mess with your trading that week or that month. It can make you feel very interested in trading, and it can just make you feel very, very, very like your stomach's to the ground, basically. Like you get butterflies before you even enter a trade. You're gonna think of all that hate, and you're like, damn, should I really enter this trade and alert it right now? You're gonna be hesitant. It's gonna build that hesitation up. You're not gonna be the same trader anymore. So yeah, you're gonna be very cautious. see what my friends posted real quick. What? Alright. I think I might be. I think I might try drop shipping or starting a business because people are earning a lot of money on it, and it also seems fun. Not gonna lie. What do you think? I mean, it depends on what business you start. Drop shipping is still there. I think it's still up and running, especially during Q4 right now. I think it's the most active or the most volume during drop shipping because the holidays are coming up and all that. So it seems very ideal right now. During the summer too, I think though. But during right now, it's like probably the most ideal. Like the most volume starts to kick in for your business though. I don't know what type of business. It can be an agency. I think that's very good because the cost isn't much. So for dropshipping, you do have to pay, for ads or your store or faster shipping. Like a web designer if you want to get a good custom page, customer support people that work for you, I guess. But if you start an agency up, it's like kind of free because you're the one running it. So no, yeah, I think the ROI is likely to be there for agency. But if you start an agency up, I think you should just start a dropshipping business too. Because if you're promoting content for people, you want to start it up for yourself too, and you want to have those results, and then eventually start expanding. So I think it's very ideal if you just start both. Honestly, if you start both, bro, you're gonna learn two skills at one time, and you're gonna be able to generate so much. I was thinking about running some. But as of right now, I want to focus a little bit more on trading, get profitable, start earning some, and then eventually start putting that money into other things like dropshipping and agencies, and just keeping myself occupied after the charts after the New York session is over with, because only probably will trade New York. So after like 16 o'clock New York time, just start working on the other businesses, and yeah, or if it's like a bad day to trade, like PPI or CPIs, like the day before, I probably won't trade, because a bunch of chop, or maybe their name, but PM session I'll just stick away from the charts and lunch session too. But yeah, no, you can just go after that, work on the agency or the dropshipping business. Even then, you don't even have to work too much on it. You can just work on it at the night or just reading customer support here and there. It's not even too much. After you get it running, the ads, you check up on the ads every day. And I think it's very, very cost efficient. Quick question: I've been using inversion fair value gaps for a while now. I keep seeing people use balanced price range to mark up basically the same areas. Are they just two different names for the same concept, or are they similar? No, they're completely different things. Balanced price range is when, like right here, this is a balanced price range. So this is when a fair value gap overlaps with another one. So it's an inverse with another fair value gap, a buy side imbalance. That is a balanced price range because it took out both sides of the market and it left two fair value gaps here. That's a balanced price range. An inverse, this would be an inverse right here. And this is not a balanced price range. Let's see. No, I think this is the only inverse I see. This is a balanced price range. I mean, buy side imbalance, buy side imbalance. This would be inverse right there. No balanced price range. You can just see it. No two fair value gaps overlap in balanced price range. I mean, inverse. Damn, you're making me mix them up now. It's just a balanced price range. Two fair value gaps overlap. Inverse is one fair value gap strictly, just on the opposite direction. That's also something I have thought of, because day trading you can only do a certain amount of time, but running a business dropshipping you can do 24/7. Hell yeah, bro! Like that's the thing. Some days on day trading either you won't find a good trading day. It won't be ideal to trade. So, and then of course you don't want to strictly rely just on trading. I think having other businesses or other things like this right here is kind of a business. YouTube or content creation is kind of a business. Business aspect. If you view it that way, but yeah, no, just keeping yourself occupied with other things other than just trading. You don't want to be staring at the charts all day. I don't think that's healthy either. I think you want to go and do something else, learn other skills. And yeah, no, you can drop shipping is kind of it's an everyday thing. You can make money any day, every day. You can be asleep making money on drop shipping, but you have to view profit margins. You have to view everything. I think it's kind of that's kind of why I prefer agency, because I feel like you get more ROI, especially for your work. You can get paid more for your work on a monthly basis if you have a a client or a retainer, I feel like you just get paid a lot more. And of course, if you post the videos, you get the ROI there. You start pushing that page or the business, you get a lot of money, man. If you have good work, and then eventually they'll probably up the amount, and then you'll start seeing more progress, and you'll probably find more success there eventually. That's kind of how I view it. And then, but again, you can do agency and then drop shipping at the same time. I think that's going to be the best way possible to just start scaling all the way up for both. You're going to have both skills. You're going to see why products fell, and then you're going to see why videos and organic growth and what platform and what product, what niche and all that. It's very important. And then the profit margins, the shipping rates. I think that's all important too. All the things you have to consider, it's a very, I think you should do a lot of research first before you even make a store, and then eventually start just have a spreadsheet of all the products you want to test, and then start testing. Then once you hit, you start just focusing on that one product, and you make it a brand, and then that's it. Yo, the average, is this Devin? No way. For ES, we're still rallying. We're hitting that new week opening gap, as we're stating earlier. Big new week opening gap this week too. It looks like it's going to be a bullish week to me, honestly. Especially since we're creating the low here. I think we might create the low week Monday. I don't know. I feel like we took out so much sell side already. I feel like we just got to go at least to 50% of this downside movement. I think that's what I think. Can be wrong. Expectations cannot be there. Let me actually put that back on there. What am I doing? Damn, so is it going to start lagging now or what? My KBS is good, okay. What is going on? Alright, so we're just rallying now. Today's very, very crazy range today. We only took one trade today. We're up only, it's $20. Very, very, very nice. A little short. Didn't hold for the equilibrium partial there. So I'm gonna move this inside over here. Very nice trades. This starting off this week, of course. No losers this week. I kind of want to. I don't know. I just want to be like more of a. I prefer being a discretionary trader. I feel bad for that series. We started the OTE series. We're not gonna be able to complete it. We're not gonna be able to complete it right now. Because of course we're trying to aim to a road to million funding. We still got a couple of weeks. I'm not rushing this anymore. I think six figures will be very ideal reaching funding, especially in the next few months. At this rate, we're doing really well. We're improving every day. Like I was stating, just we know what our trading flaws are. We know what our trading pros are, and just I feel like we're just putting in a lot of work, and eventually, of course, after we reach that goal or start making more money, I think we're just gonna expand to other markets like crypto and just other businesses too. I think this is very important. You start scaling, and trading is more of a multiplying your money type thing. You put it into a personal and you multiply it. You can do long term or short term, of course, and you just start focusing on other businesses once you get down. I think this is the first thing I got to get down trading. Eventually start expanding somewhere else. ICT ends his 2023 mentorship on the 30th October, 9 p.m. No more staying up watching mentorship. No way. Bro, how many videos does he have? Let me go look. Damn. I'm gonna feel sad. I don't know. Maybe this is not his last mentorship. Maybe he makes the 2024. Maybe maybe the books come out soon. So who knows, man? I think this is the last one though for sure. So he has 102 videos right now. Probably I was calling 150. Damn, I was wrong, bro. I said the video of the play is gonna end at 150. Probably like 110 through 115 around there. It's probably gonna upload a couple more videos. Or maybe no, yeah, probably like 112 around there. He ends it before November. He did say before November too. Damn, bro. He's probably gonna leave Twitter too during November. This is last, but he's still gonna make more live streams. I want him to do the weekly reviews more. Like continue to make the weekly reviews, even if he doesn't live stream. That's something I would prefer over the live streams. Honestly, it's the weekly reviews. What he sees this week and what he wants to expect. That's kind of what I want to. I prefer those market reviews. Honestly, I don't know. I just like seeing those. It gives me a little brief overview. What he's seeing, what I'm seeing, what we have in contrast. Damn, I'm shook. He's gonna leave Twitter. He's gonna leave Twitter, YouTube, and then what else? I think that's it. I think he has an Instagram. I don't use Instagram as much. I don't even use Instagram at all, honestly. That's the one platform, one meta platform I don't use. I don't like Meta. I don't even like Facebook, Instagram. I don't like none of that. He will come back on the 10th of November, I think. For Twitter? Or for what platform? For YouTube? He's going to take a little break and then he's going to hop back? Or, I mean, he's going to end the mentorship, but he's going to come back on the YouTube. I see that, yeah. I see that happening, honestly. You mentioned in his previous YouTube video. His latest one, maybe. I haven't kept up with him, honestly. I haven't been watching him. I need to at least start catching up a little bit, you know. I like usually waiting. I don't know. I like waiting and then just watching them. Just watching. I would prefer staying up to date, but I just can't, man. I like watching them in bulk, taking notes, especially on the weekends. It feels really good. But not rushing them, of course. He be showing his last model on the last mentorship video. His last model, really? I was watching. I think I was on the one with the Medusa model. I think, and then eventually I just stopped watching the Medusa. I never got to finish even what it was. Honestly, I need to go watch it. I didn't want to see. I think he has a lot of models. I think the book's gonna go in depth a lot more about the other ones, like the institutional order flow entry drill. He said. I don't know if I'm gonna buy the book. Honestly, I don't think I will. Probably later on, you know. If I don't know if I just want to buy more books. I already have enough. I need to finish these, and eventually I'll start considering other books. But we did create a little volume imbalance. It is a little. It's a little liquidity void right there. That's the liquidity void. Real liquidity void right there. But if we come up, volume imbalance, take out the liquidity void. What is this, ladies and gentlemen? Low resistance liquidity. All built up on NQ. ES, kind of high resistance. Won't lie. High resistance liquidity. See, my internet's lagging. You can see it right there. It's lagging. Maybe servers are down because it's raining. But I'm reading. Yeah, I finished that book, man. It's a really good book. The book I'm on currently is about. It's called. Let me see. Lords of Easy Money by Christopher Leonardo. It's a book that Luke Belmar, one of my favorite people on this internet platforms, is one of his top 10 books, Lords of Easy Money, how the Federal Reserve and the central banks run the American economy. You know, I think it's very important. It's about one of the Fed chairman, Hohen, his name is Hohen, and how he basically was in the federal FOMC committee, basically. Federal Open Market Committee, and how he was always more hawkish than dovish, especially when it came to voting for interest rates, monetary policy, quantitative easing, and just all these important things. Yeah, it's really nice. It made a 40-year yearly return since it's got released, I think. Next up, I'm gonna read the little book that beats the market. If I was gonna read another market book, I would read The Market Wizards. I think that's the book I've been more. I need to buy it, but it's one of those I'll kind of read. I feel like that's a really good book, The Market Wizards. I haven't read it. I would read it, but as of right now, I'm just on these books. And then after this one, I'm gonna read Changing World Orders by Ray Dalio, another economic book. That's very, very good. On his top 10 books for Luke Belmar again. And yeah, no, just I think those two books. And then I'll probably start reading more trading books eventually after that. After these economic books. You see that weekly candle? You see that big wick down to the downside. Now we're just rallying. I want to see if we can maintain our form up to the upside and just continue to rally. I think this was all just a little Judah swing down and then eventually up. You can just see it. So 9:30, big Judah swing came in. Usually 10 o'clock is usually done for the opening range, and you can see that perfectly. So I'm not going to retrace on that. I want to see, GU is about to hit that daily. We're taking the previous week high. We're about to hit that daily sell center balance. I do believe so, yes. So I want to see how GU reacts to that. I'm just watch this, honestly. I'm going to watch the chart, honestly. I'm not going to watch anything else. We're going to have we have it right here. Go to the hourly. So you're going to see, actually we'll go to 15. So yeah, we're just going to see how, if it does hit the daily sell center balance, we're going to see how it just moves. We're going to see how it prints, basically. But yeah, I need to get more books. Honestly, one of my goals for this week, not for this week, for this year, was to read a certain amount of books. I think it was 12. So I would have to probably read a book a week to probably do that, to finish 12 books, or 13 around there. So that is going to be a big goal for me. Just sitting for 2 hours and reading, 300-page books, 200-page books, just trying to finish them. And then taking notes, of course, after. And that's something I have done recently, is take notes after reading a book from a Notion template from Ali Abdal. And just like taking notes and like just reviewing the book overall, like having the summary and some chapters in there. And just, I'll show y'all. I think I showed some people on the last live stream. What type of books are you interested in? Mainly self-improvement books, finance, and then trading, and then I think that's pretty much it. I don't like, basically, like non-fiction books. I don't like reading fiction anymore, or as of right now, not really. Yeah, I think economic, finance, and then self-improvement. And yeah, I think that's the only things I'm interested in right now, cause I'm just trying to get better in those areas. But eventually, I think I'll probably read some self-biography books, of people, I guess, high influential people, but they'll probably land in those categories, so it really doesn't even matter. It's gonna be about finance or some sort of business, how they ran their business. So, it's just, I don't know. It's probably gonna be in those categories, anyways. Or maybe it might be a trading book from ICT. Who knows, bro? Oh yeah, yeah. I read a couple books last year, but it took me a while to read them. It took me like a couple months to finish. But they were big books, they were like 600 pages. So, that's kind of why. Now, mainly the big books are like 300 pages for me, and 200. I only have 2 monitors right now. I used to have 3, but I got rid of the third one because of the strain. It'll put like the neck. My neck will just strain so much from looking, like bending my neck all the way and just staring at that monitor for a while. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just get a monitor stand and probably another monitor later on and change my setup. That's pretty much it. As of right now, just 2 though, for sure. I think even having just 1 monitor is good enough. But you can. I think 2 is very optimized. You become more efficient with what you're doing, especially if you're a content creator or a gamer, or if you're just a trader in general. You can have 2 charts open. You can have one for your charting, and then eventually another one for if you're like running a Discord or Twitter or something, or maybe just another chart on the other side. Maybe you can have another chart. I'll probably have this chart over here on this one monitor if I wasn't streaming, but I'll just keep it on this one, go over it, do a quick analysis, and then just put it back on this one. Simple. You don't need 20 monitors with 20 charts. I think less is better sometimes. Focusing on the quality, especially since your focus can only be on one chart. You can't focus on like multiple. When have you ever focused on multiple charts? You focus. You're so focused. You know what you're looking for on multiple charts, multiple different tickers, multiple markets. It's just focusing on one or a couple is really, really beneficial. I feel like you focus a lot better more about quality than quantity, you know, as I stated. Same with trades, same with anything in general, you know, in your business. You want to focus on the quality sometimes. You know, you don't want to have too many employees. You want to have quality employees. You pay them more, but again, they're better employees than as opposed to having so many employees, you know, that aren't as, you know, good of quality. You know, sometimes less is better. But it depends on the scenario, of course, and your perspective, I guess, your perception upon it. There's people that trade on their phone, man. Just they're funded, profitable. They will continue to trade on their phone. Maybe they'll get a little laptop here and there and trade on there. You know, it just depends. What took you from gaming to trading? Who or what got you into trading? Honestly, it wasn't even a person. It was just more of a my senior year, before the year or the school year started there in August. I think I was on TikTok just watching a bunch of entrepreneur videos like, if you want to become a successful entrepreneur, here are a couple side hustles. Those videos, the side hustle videos, I guess, it was about dropshipping, trading, and then other things. And then I thought to myself, you know, let's do all of them. So I did all of them. I did dropshipping, I did trading. I think I was doing content creation too. Like the ones where you don't show your face though. Like, basically, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, not AI, but it's videos where you don't even show your face. It's like where you just, like a voiceover and you start editing those videos, like clips you take off the internet. Yeah, basically that. But started trading, dropshipping. Dropshipping, it was very unsuccessful because I didn't do enough research, honestly. I just started up a store with products and I bought that and I started promoting it, then I quit like the first week. So I was like, damn, no, I'm not going to do this. And then eventually my friends found the store because I showed one of them and then eventually started showing everybody. I was like, oh yeah, I got to shut it down. You know, they're going to start buying my products and I'm not going to want them to buy my products. I want random people to buy my products, not people I know, you know. So, and then eventually I was trading too, but not fully trading. I was just buying shares and I thought that was trading, you know. And then eventually I switched to options so I started August trading last year, but it wasn't even fully trading, you know. I wasn't even 18 yet, so I wasn't able to fully trade. And then eventually December came by, and that's when I started trading options. And in January, when I started trading forex or with ICT concepts. So it's about to be a near year. But that's pretty much what got me into it. I watched Andrew Tate one time, and I was into making money. Not gonna lie, yeah, nah, it's the freedom too, you know, just having that freedom and just being able to work wherever you want, whenever you want. Not really whenever, because if you trade AM session, I guess you have to wake up AM session. But just, yeah, wherever you want, however you want. You can trade in your room, on your phone, on the go, anywhere in the country, as long as you have Wi-Fi and a device to view the market and you MetaTrader, I guess you'll be set. But you know, trading is more of a reflection. That's what a lot of people don't get. It's like a reflection of what you and who you are. That reflects in your trading, like your behavior patterns, the way you view and think about things, I guess, your psychology too, the way you operate. You know, it's a reflection. You know, if you aren't putting in enough work, you're not going to get the results. And I'm basically firsthand seeing that in my own results when I was reflecting, meditating, answering those questions, like I said. I think that's another thing you have to do, really. If you aren't getting the results you want, you have to reflect about why you aren't getting what you want. It's something internally that you're doing. Majority of the time it is, but you just have to reflect and just see to yourself where you're going wrong, where you're sabotaging yourself, and what you can improve on. You know, if you aren't getting the results, maybe you're doing something on a consistent basis that is holding you back. And for me, that was my trading. My journaling. And then eventually for my journaling, I realized it was my entry confirmation for being impulsive. And then for my charting, it was basically just understanding where the market was going on a higher time frame premise and not being able to identify that. So yeah, no, just really understanding. I'll BRB though, better use the restroom, man. So for GU, of course, I want to see how it reacts to this daily sell sign balance. On the weekly, we are taking out that previous week high, so we're just watching that. the worst thing you can do as a trader once you're starting is probably putting it out there on the internet. I think you have to have some form of trading behind your trading, or else you're just gonna you're gonna get clowned on. I think. So, unless you're just completely new, you're demo trading, showing them. I don't think that's bad, but if you're showing them unexpected results, then of course you might run into a little bit of trouble because you're showing off too much with too little of experience. You're gonna be humbled eventually, and if you don't show that, it's gonna reflect deep down inside of you. Okay. But sometimes it's good, because some people try to help you, and eventually you get that help and you start progressing. So it's really a double blade sword. It's a 50-50. It's a 50-50. You're gonna have to identify. But here we're about to tap into it, and lunch session is about to kick in. Usually during lunch, I usually end the stream and I go and go eat, I guess you can say. Walk my doggy. Walk the dog. I actually feed the dog during lunch for New York. Oh no, at 12 my time. It's probably like an hour after. And then eventually I'll go for a walk with her during, I think before PM session starts, before 13:30, during like 13 o'clock, New York. But during lunch I usually just I'll probably just journal a trade. Like right now I took an SPX trade, we lost. Not really lost, but break even. So we're going to journal that. And then I'm going to just review the market, I guess, from the higher time frame premise. Again, like a little top down, because I'm usually just watching the 1 minute on the streams, I won't lie. I'll probably go do a top down and see what we're watching. And then eventually, what else should I do? You work out? I used to work out, honestly. During this time, I probably would work out. If I wasn't a streamer, I would probably go early morning. But as of right now, I don't. I need to get back into it. I went for like a whole year. I got the physique I kind of wanted. Now it's really just maintaining it. I was very skinny, and then I kind of just bulked up a little bit. Now it's really just maintaining this physique and this muscle and staying in this form. It's not really too hard, just I got a couple dumbbells and just a couple push-ups and squats, sit-ups here at home. But back then, I used to be in the gym. I used to be in the gym with my friend, but then eventually, he stopped going. So I think that's kind of why I stopped going. Once you have somebody you're working out with, it's very, very motivating. It helps you a lot more. Just staying consistent, disciplined. But if you don't, and they stop going, it's very hard. You start lacking. You don't feel the urge. You don't feel the drive anymore. And it feels weird going solo. Honestly, if you go alone, it's weird. That's why I kind of stopped going, because I was going alone. And yeah, no, it just feels a lot better when you have someone you're working out with. And that's the only reason. I think it's beneficial though if you work out. Even if you work out at home, I think it's beneficial. As long as you're working out in some sort, you do 100 push-ups, 200 push-ups a day, or just lifting those dumbbells, staying in that form. That's what matters, man. That's what matters. Everything else doesn't matter. But I did kind of switch it off, working out from. I replaced the habit. I really got rid of it. I replaced it with a better one, I think, as of right now. Just reading. So I would use that time I would work out just to read now for like 2 hours. I think I'll probably just read after during lunch right now. I think that's kind of what I'll do. You hear my dog? That's what she sounds like. Sounds very, very aggressive right now. She sounds very aggressive to me. Maybe she wants to bite me. Maybe she wants to eat me. We're just pumping on GU, man. Maybe EU is a little too. No, we're just pumping on both. What do you expect? What do you expect to see this week? That's something I usually don't listen to what other people say, but I'll take it into consideration, especially when you're trading. If you take a trade and you have someone else's perspective upon it, it can really influence you, to maybe cut some at break even, maybe move your stop loss, trail it, or maybe just close it in general because maybe you're on the wrong side from their side of their perspective. That's kind of why I don't like listening to people when I'm in a trade. That's why I don't even alert it either sometimes, because some people will be like, oh, well, I'm looking at this. Maybe it's long, maybe it's short, maybe it's not. No, I don't even like alerting. Plus CFTC and just in general, it's really demoralizing when someone is telling you that you traded it as wrong, even though you took the trade and you're already in the trade. I think we might go lower and tap in the weekly fair value gap on dollar. Yeah, no, that's what we're hitting right now, honestly. No. All right. We're below the discounted wick, basically there. We're hitting the buy side imbalance. I think we're just rallying. Honestly. Dollar dropping, all these rallying. Very simple. Go higher on Euro USD. But only temporary. Yeah, no, that's good. That's a good indication, honestly. Taking out all this buy side for GU. Bro, this is something I wanted, honestly. Let me go look. I think it was last week. I think I wanted this. This week I didn't really view it as much. I think it's because I was more blinded this week. Oh no, I did view it, see. Hold on, so relative highs here for the big draw on liquidity for right now. So you can see that GPB 4 hour. Dylan range previous week high, previous week lower, 10% premium, then dropping. You can see right here, premium we drop. See it's going to the upside if we do take out the sell side liquidity and hold the weekly. So this is what I wanted. Once drop, then we rally. But it seems we're getting the opposite. So it is kind of like a flipped scenario now. At the end of the day, though, we were just looking at this buy side here. I wanted it to be more of a bearish week. We drop, we try to drop in a little bit more, than we rally. AMD. It's your accumulation phase. We drop manipulation, we rally higher. But we aren't getting that. So I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be a bearish week maybe. If dollar holds that weekly buy side balance, if we don't, if we're just like if the high of week was created Monday, sometimes that happens. I won't be too inclined. And if we just drop, things drop, we come back, use it as an inverse, we close right below it, then of course, I'll be bearish next week. But it all depends on how we close on the weekly candle here. It might be a temporary downside movement for dollar, but we're just gonna wait. We're gonna wait and see. And watch the indices now. It's kind of, bro. Watch the indices here. Okay, yeah, we're just rallying. I'm gonna go back to GU though. I want to see if we hit the consequent encroachment of this daily sell side imbalance, and then we start just to seeing the downside, at least a little retracement from the Dylan range. What was your GPA graduating high school? It wasn't too high, I won't even lie. It wasn't the best, honestly. I think it was because of my freshman year, but it was around like 2.9, 2.8. I don't know the exact number, but it's like 2.8, 2.9. Not even a 3, honestly. That's kind of bad. My sophomore year, I think I had it like at 3.3 or 3.2. And then eventually after that, it started just declining from my junior year, I think. Junior year was probably a bad one, too. Still in school? Hell nah, man. I dropped out. No, I'm just playing. Nah, I graduated. Could be worse, honestly. It could be. My friends were having like a 2.3, 2.4. I was like, damn. We're in the same boat. I was like, I'm no better than you, brother. But like, hell yeah. Then they all went to community college. And then we never saw each other after that. It's a sad story. Ended right there like that. Yeah, my lips are chapped, bro. I need chapstick. Where can use my chapstick? I moved my chapstick. Where is it? I used to have it over here. I have to go all the way over there and get it, man. Now you just full trading, or you have a job or something? Right now I'm taking a gap year. I'm trying to get a full-time trading. So yeah, that's pretty much it, just taking it off, focusing on trading full-time right now. So basically I kind of would call myself a full-time trader. Because eventually I will be one. It's kind of having that delusion, bro. You gotta have that delusion that you are basically what you expect to be, and then eventually you become what you want it to be. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. From my perspective, just gap year, full-time trader. We're here, boom. I can see myself being a full-time trader probably by the end of this year, maybe. At this rate, I can see myself, honestly. There's no telling me that I'm not. I don't know. It's really hard to not convince me that I'm not gonna be one, especially with all the screen time we're building up, the charting, and then just seeing myself passing. I can see myself passing these funded accounts probably in a couple weeks, scaling, and then eventually we start. I don't know. We start just pumping content, making money there. I don't know if I want to continue that Discord where basically like a signals group. I don't know. I feel like it's not me, honestly. Even though it would be a little bit of more money on the side, it's just not me. I'd rather just go start another business, other than signals. Honestly, I'd rather just start something else than doing signals, providing that for them. Because then again, like TGR, like you stated earlier, bro, it's very hard. If you're losing, bro, if you lose something, boom, blame it on you. Boom, want a refund. Boom, your head is done. Puts a lot of pressure on you too, in your trading. So I wouldn't want to really do that, honestly. I'll probably just start another business up after we get this down. Probably agency or e-com, or maybe just focus more on content. Who knows? At least in his delusional area, probably. I'm in my delusion era. But I think creating that delusion is sometimes beneficial, because then it comes to reality. And then probably putting some money into crypto. Crypto is probably one of the best bets right now, especially after we pumped, bro. We called this out. I don't know, bro. Maybe this is the next crypto run. I might not be able to get in it. Don't even have enough capital to risk enough to 10x my net worth. Maybe crypto. Maybe I should have crypto traded on the funded. Should have done that, maybe. Holy moly. I was like, hell no, we're not going to trade this on the funded. But I called this out. This breaker right here. Held, respected, rallied, took this out. I was like, alright, I'm done. We went to the sidelines. Come down. Then we rally. We pump. Probably going to aim for 32. Then we drop. Who knows? I don't know crypto like that. I don't trade it too much, but I review it here and there. We held this breaker too, on the weekly. We held it twice. Never took out this lows. Let's go on GU again. Would not recommend crypto trading on the long run, because there really isn't any fundamentals you can base it off of. Just catching the bull run. That's pretty much it. That's all you want to do. But even then, just trading crypto is kind of the best way to multiply your net worth. I think I would probably trade crypto later on in life. You can just 10x anything. You'd also find a 100 bagger. I can't see the comment on. It's always that emoji. Long team investing. Okay, yeah. There we go. You can see it now. It's this little emoji right here that I can't even see anything. It blocks it off right here. You see that? Can't really even see nothing. I don't even know how to get rid of it, bro. It's probably one of the most annoying things. So yeah. An investing team like team bull trading. The investing team is kind of cool, like tactical traders. I've always wanted to be like on that type of stuff. I think it's pretty cool, especially since like networking, you're working with so many people that are on the same boat as you. That's fire, bro. That's fire to me. Maybe we get here the market maker sell model. Let me lock in real quick. Maybe this is where the sell model kicks in. We are respecting this fair value up here. Maybe it's a clear sell model going into lunch. We start having that lunch retracement. This New York session profile here is pretty clear. Put that on there right there. So maybe this is the model. I would probably want to see this low get taken out, and then the rest we start. NQ does. Oh wait, hold on. NQ does looks a lot stronger. It looks a lot stronger for sure. So again, I just need more of a confirmation below those lows. And then we create a fair value up there. Start rallying lower. 50% of this range right here from this high to this low. Not this one anymore because I can't even see us coming down in there anymore. We already probably I don't know, maybe not. Who knows? Maybe this is where the trade idea comes in, kicks in. Again, I'm not gonna spoon feed you. You gotta enter on your own. If you missed the entry, it is what it is. If you don't, then it is what it is. We're going to see if we can find an SMT here. Since the forex pairs are going to go up, continuing to go up, I think. We're just going to rally up. SPX. NQ created a little one right there. Damn, bro. Like, this internet is so slow right now because it's raining outside. My lips are chapped. It's not looking too good today, man. I can just see it's probably coming to 50% of that range right there. So we have big movement. I want to see a closure, though. For sure. Fair value upgraded maybe. I gotta see this body stay down there, man. Okay, yeah. This one maybe we trace up. Maybe this is like a little doji candle. Yeah. No, so we come back up. Maybe we come back up here. Maybe to this kind of wick right here. 50% of that. Maybe we hold this. I just gotta keep this into consideration. Gotta go keep it to work. All right, bro. Take it easy, man. NQ for sure. So NQ didn't have that market structure shift. ES did. It kind of did since it did open, but it has like the little volume imbalance. I would be very skeptical. I would probably use 50% of the range, probably enter there. So that's another thing, you know. You gotta view that 50%. This is probably a standard deviation area down here. Take out partials down there, or your final profit. I want to see probably we get ran through. Yeah, probably ran through this, come up, and then we drop. It's kind of something I'm viewing right now. Maybe this right here. But if we do hold this, then I'm gonna want to see how NQ reacts for sure. So NQ would probably be a better one for shorts. Maybe not. ES probably would look a lot better. But I want to see 50%, and then we drop. If we don't get that, then of course, no trade. Just that 1150, 1010 macro better hit right now. I mean, 1150, 1210. Maybe this is where we get that trade idea before the lunch starts, or during lunch beginning the lunch. I can just see us maybe if we were to take a trade there. It's a little bit below. How much of a stop loss would this have to be? Probably what would have to be a 5 pip stop. So to me, 5 pips on 10K would be around 2 lots. Pretty simple. I have it down on a piece of paper, just the lot size and how much you gotta risk per pip. Pips, handles, not pipettes or ticks. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just being patient here, I guess. Having that patience. Not even wanting to take a trade, you know, but if we do get one, take it, you know. Just, you gotta have a certain criteria. You can't just be entering strictly off of impulsiveness. And that's something I've been working on. Like right now, I probably would have entered right here, you know, shorts. And yeah, nah, it wouldn't be a good idea, you know, to do that. More ideal trade will probably be up here, especially using that dealing range. The dealing range, even on the lower time frame to the higher time frame, is probably by far one of the best things you can do to see where you can most likely enter a trade idea. Even equilibrium sometimes is good. Equilibrium for me to enter trade or to exit a trade is very, very ideal sometimes. That's why I use it for just measuring to the premium and discount. So right here, I would want more of a premium. Anything above here is a premium. Anything below is a discount. Even if you're bearish or bullish, doesn't matter. So if you want to short, you want to shorten deep into a premium, catch that short. So right there, we do rally. So we are rallying. We are above 50% NQ. We're gonna want to see NQ now. We did tap that fair value gap, and NQ isn't with the dealing range there. It would have to be. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Yes, we are tapping into it. So here you probably have to want to see more signs of rejection, and then again, these lows, all this low resistance built up. Probably this low right here, probably near the 2 area, probably be a best bet I should say, for taking your partial, and probably down here too, if you want to complete that market maker sell model. Probably the best bet, honestly, since that is kind of where the market maker buy model started. I mean the market maker sell model low. So it seems like we are we created a volume imbalance there, and you got to see how it reacts to the premium, honestly. If we don't disrespect, then of course we're gonna rally. Seems like this inverse, the body close right there. I mean the premium wick consequent encroachment. We aren't getting too much of a rejection. We did create a volume imbalance. I do want to see this come down eventually, and probably see how we react down there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty simple and sweet day today. Just gotta be patient, I guess. I'm not gonna lie, I do gotta use the restroom, bro. It's not number one. I think I'm in the stream at probably a 12, man. I don't think I can hold it. I don't even know if I can hold it, honestly. I'm not even trying to be any I'm not trying to be a douche or anything, guys, but I don't think I can hold it, bro. Shit is about to come out, honestly. Sweet, simple day, honestly. Not much you can really do, honestly. I want to see the Forex pairs though, for sure. I think we're just going to continue to rally on these. We are hitting that sell side imbalance here on the GU, EU. Same thing. We have a big buy side imbalance there with both of them. USD CAD dropping. Seems like we're about to go up because we can't drop any further. We are respecting this though, it seems like. So GJ, again, buy side imbalance. So everything just seems pretty clear. NQ, side of a premium, holding that buy side, sell side imbalance for right now. I want to see more rejection, and eventually start having a new dealing range if we break below these lows, for sure. So that's what I'm watching. We about in 5 minutes I'm about to end the stream. I just gotta give you what I'm watching here. So on the higher time frame, let's do a little top down on let's start off on the SPX and then eventually go down to NQ, or the other pairs. So here on ES we are basically below the premium. We are below the previous week low already, so that is something you have to consider. And then 4 hour time frame from the previous day high to the previous day low, from the previous day candle, we are still inside of a discount. It's kind of ideal if we respect this right here, in my opinion, the consequent encroachment of this kind of wick on the 4 hour for lower prices. If we see a little bit of rejection, then eventually start. And then eventually we have an order block here on the 1 hour 15-minute time frame. We have a big imbalance here on the 15. Looks very ideal if we can come and just respect it. Honestly, we got to come and fill it up. We have another one down here, so maybe the market comes down and drops down and reprices into those imbalances. 1 minute time frame I'll just go to the 5 minute. Some order blocks here, of course, and a proportion block, I guess you can say. So maybe I do see price coming down eventually, filling up those areas, and then eventually if he wants to rally higher, we rally higher. Same thing for NQ, I guess. For Euro, let's go to Euro. We're above. Use that buy side. Use that in sell side imbalance as an inverse. 4 hour, we have previous high, previous low. We dropped down to a discount, rallied higher. Pretty simple, sweet. And then previous day high, we ran through that. Sell side imbalance on the weekly, we are respecting for as an inverse if we do want to continue higher. And then for the 5 minute, we are hitting that standard deviation area, I think, on the previous high, previous low. So shit, we're just pumping on Euro. Same thing for GU, honestly, but for GU, more SMT here. We have that sell sign imbalance. We're about to hit that consequent encroachment. We already ran through those areas. We never took out the previous week low. And, damn. This didn't even come into a discount like Euro. Euro came down to a discount. GU never did. You can see that perfectly. We're just a lot stronger on GU as of this week, for sure. We are big range now. So, yeah. I just want to see how this reacts, for sure. We're going to be watching this right here. That's pretty much it. I'm going to be watching ES for right now. Just seeing how it drops, and then eventually we're going to see if we can pump up lower. We are respecting the sell center balance. Let's see. So we're just pumping higher to a premium. And then I can just see. We're going to see how it reacts on the 1 minute. And then I'm going to run NQ too. So NQ, SMT, you can see that. We never took out this high as of right now, but ES did. So NQ is looking a lot weaker. So maybe we drop on NQ, ES, 6 sister approach. We never closed above it. So we're going to be watching this. Looks like we are creating a fair value up the buy side. And we got 3 minutes. So I don't even know I think I might just go right now, ladies and gentlemen. I can hold it in. But I'll catch y'all later. Join up the Discord if y'all want more charting. Basically, we chart on the Discord eventually. Every day I chart. I basically give my insight on what I expect. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the streams. We'll stream tomorrow for sure. I don't know if I can stream right now. I don't think I can hold it, bro. But yeah, peace. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, I got you, brother.